If you want to know what a man's like, take a good look at how he treats his inferiors, not his equals. It is our choices, Harry, that show what we truly are, far more than our abilities. It does not do to dwell on dreams and forget to live. I solemnly swear that I am up to no good. It takes a great deal of bravery to stand up to our enemies, but just as much to stand up to our friends. Of course it is happening inside your head, Harry, but why on earth should that mean that it is not real? To the well-organized mind, death is but the next great adventure. It matters not what someone is born, but what they grow to be. Do not pity the dead, Harry. Pity the living, and, above all, those who live without love. Numbing the pain for a while will make it worse when you finally feel it. Just because you have the emotional range of a teaspoon doesn't mean we all have. We're all human, aren't we? Every human life is worth the same, and worth saving. Indifference and neglect often do much more damage than outright dislike. Wit beyond measure is man's greatest treasure. We are only as strong as we are united, as weak as we are divided. He can run faster than Severus Snape confronted with shampoo. It is the unknown we fear when we look upon death and darkness, nothing more. Books are like mirrors. If a fool looks in, you cannot expect a genius to look out. Percy wouldn't notice a joke if it danced naked in front of him wearing one of Dobby's hats. You know, Minister, I disagree with Dumbledore on many counts, but you cannot deny he's got style. Let us step into the night and pursue that flighty temptress, adventure. We do not need magic to transform our world. We carry all the power we need inside ourselves already. Dumbledore says people find it far easier to forgive others for being wrong than being right. Cinderella? Snow White? What's that? An illness? Things we lose have a way of coming back to us in the end, if not always in the way we expect. Holy? You have the whole world of irrelated humor before you, you go for holy? Understanding is the first step to acceptance, and only with acceptance can there be recovery. Oh well. I'd just been thinking, if you had died, you'd have been welcome to share my toilet. Of all the trees we could have hit, we had to get one that hits back. Youth cannot know how age thinks and feels. But old men are guilty if they forget what it was to be young. Happiness can be found, even in the darkest of times, if one only remembers to turn on the light. Honestly, if you were any slower, you'd be going backward. Ah, music, he said, wiping his eyes. A magic beyond all we do here. The scar had not pained Harry for 19 years. All was well. You care so much you feel as though you will bleed to death with the pain of it. Differences of habit and language are nothing at all if our aims are identical and our hearts are open. According to Madame Pomfrey, thoughts could leave deeper scars than almost anything else. The world isn't split into good people and Death Eaters. There is no good and evil, there is only power and those too weak to seek it. There's always room for a story that can transport people to another place. Harry was left to ponder in silence the depths to which girls would sink to get revenge. I want to commit the murder I was imprisoned for. I'll be in my bedroom, making no noise and pretending I'm not there. We did it, we bashed them, we Potters the one, and Voldy's gone moldy, so now let's have fun. Time will not slow down when something unpleasant lies ahead. Dumbledore will only leave from Hogwarts when there are none loyal to him. Whether you come back by page or by the big screen, Hogwarts will always be there to welcome you home. I enjoyed the meetings, too. It was like having friends. What would come, and you would have to meet it, when it did. This is night, Diddykins. That's what we call it when it goes all dark like this. Anyone can speak troll. All you have to do is point and grunt. Are you insane? Of course I want to leave the Dursleys. Have you got a house? When can I move in? Just then Neville caused a slight diversion by turning into a large canary. By all means continue destroying my possessions. I dare say I have too many. You will find that I will only truly have left this school when none here are loyal to me. Great, tell me when you've defeated Voldemort for me, will you? Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? I want to talk to you, Harry Potter. Curiosity is not a sin. But we should exercise caution with our curiosity, yes, indeed. Twilight fell, the sky turned to a light, dusky purple littered with tiny silver stars. Yeah, ear, said George, with half a glance at Fred, the corner of whose mouth twitched.